Going on, everybody? It's the Friday live stream. Today's is going to be short. I am kind of up to my ears in hopefully really revamping this space in a way that's going to be very cool. I do some other podcasts and online things that are actually unrelated to fragrances. So I have another kind of studio space over here that I use that you guys never actually see. But I'm doing a bunch of stuff. I am blacking out the windows. I've got a couple of pretty cool 4K AI cameras that I'm going to be using. Those things will show up a little bit on the fragrance channel. I haven't fully decided how to best utilize those here. They're largely for the podcasts and stuff that I do that, again, aren't actually related to fragrances. All that being said, I have been busy. And I actually have got to go take my car to the shop, and I got to leave in about 10 or 15 minutes. So I won't be able to do the full length stream, but I figured what I would do is hop on and talk about some of my favorite elixirs, extraits, and parfums. You know, the last 2 years or so, the, parfum, elixir, extrait has been kind of a phenomenon. Like it wasn't this way just a few years ago. You would occasionally see maybe some niche brands like Nishane are always good. They did a bunch of extraits. You would occasionally see a parfum flanker or something, and very occasionally an extrait or something, or an elixir. But it's a new thing that I absolutely love. So I'm going to share just a few of them with you because, again, I don't have long, but I see a few people are hopping on stream now. Do me a favor, please like the video and comment. The more you engage, the more it will get on the radar of other people, the more that can join and interact together. And I think that's the coolest thing about live streams is the interaction. So I'm just going to mention a few of my faves and see how far I can get. But what I will do, as always, I'll talk about a couple fragrances, then I'll jump in with your questions, and we'll go back and forth. Questions, comments, etc. Comment, let me know where you're watching from, and let me know what your favorites are. So, new release this year that I have absolutely loved is the Azzaro Wanted Forever Elixir. I have almost the whole line of the Wanted fragrances. I don't have the, there was like an aquatic, like a blue, I forget what it was called. Maybe, I don't know. There was a fresh one that I didn't get, but I got the rest of them. I really like them. Wanted by Night's probably still my favorite. This one may be next in line though. This is a raspberry leather fragrance. And I'll tell you, I've had it now for a few months, and the longer I've had it, the more the raspberry note hangs around. I remember whenever I first got it, I heard everyone online saying the raspberry note disappears, 20 minutes in, and it does fade some for sure, but it's really there through the whole fragrance. So I have really begun to love this thing. This is I think it's a 2025 release, maybe late 24, but new pickup, and I totally dig it. Of course, the same line, there is the Parfum, which is a very different fragrance. This one is sort of like vanilla fabric softener. That's really what it reminds me of. There's a little bit of something in the opening it's very sort of fizzy, effervescent. Some people say it reminds them of a grape soda. I do get that a little bit. Maybe just a touch reminds me of something like Dunhill Icon in the opening. But what it really becomes is this rich vanilla with this kind of soft fabric softener cleanness. The only notes you get from Azzaro is bourbon vanilla, incandescent woods, and ginger. You definitely get a lot of ginger. That contributes to that kind of sparkly, effervescent thing in the opening. But in this line, both the elixir and the parfum are absolutely phenomenal. Another one that's a parfum that you don't really hear anybody talk about. This is a beast of a fragrance. On my skin, this is a 12-hour fragrance. This is one that after a shower sometimes still does not come off. So this is Nuit DC Parfum, Issey Miyake Nuit DC Parfum. And it's got real similarities to Nui DC, but it's got a good dose of leather and a good dose of vanilla. So it's sort of like a spicy, warm spicy slash fresh spicy leather vanilla fragrance with that dark woodiness from Nui DC. So really good. It's not exactly what I expected because it's really marketed as like a vanilla leather fragrance. And to me, the vanilla is like, 20% of the fragrance or something. I think that the spiciness, woodiness, and leather are way more prominent. But this is truly, it performs like a parfum. Like it is a monster performer on my skin. Let me know in the chat if you've tried it or if you've tried any of these. And for those who just joined, I was just saying I'm going to have to do a short stream today. I'm revamping the studio space, so I'm blacking out the windows, which I haven't done yet. I'm just redoing everything. I have another space you guys never see where I do my podcasts that are not fragrance related. I've got other microphones on the floor, soundboard, cameras. I actually am upgrading my cameras as well. Bunch of stuff that I'm doing that I think will improve the viewing experience all around. So anyway, stream is shorter and I got to run, take my car soon, but let me, to get fixed. I got to take my car to the mechanic, but let me know in the chat, what are some of your favorite extraits, elixirs, parfums? And I'm just running through a few of mine here. Also, let me know where you are watching from. So we've got Roquette or Roquette. If you have a phonetic spelling of your name, let me know how to pronounce that, because I do see you in the chat sometimes. I don't want to mispronounce your name, but you say, man, I want to try that forever. Wanted, does it smell similar to ombre leather or Tuscan leather? To me, it smells, the leather note is almost identical to the Stronger With You leather note. Like it's almost like Stronger With You leather without as much of the ambery chestnut sweetness, and instead you add in some raspberry. So it's still a spicy leather fragrance, but that raspberry really does something impressive. So I love it. It's really good stuff. Another one that is an elixir, and I love that a lot of the clone brands are doing extrait de parfum alternatives to fragrances. Fragrance World French Avenue does some really good extrait de parfums. They did a Greenlee dupe. What is that one called? Aether Extrait. Aether Extrait. I'm not going to grab it because it's kind of buried back there. But anyway, there's a bunch of them now that are like this. And the reason I'm mentioning it is because many of these perform way better than the designer or niche that they're emulating. This one you've probably heard of. It's a twist on Louis Vuitton Pacific Chill Rare Reef by Afnan. This one is an extrait de parfum. And so it is a denser oil concentration in the fragrance, and it really does have great performance for a freshie. This is sort of like sweet citron with some apricot fruitiness and some fig, a little bit of that kind of earthy fig vibe, and then there's almost like a deep aquatic, like a marine aquatic kind of feel. Really good stuff, and for a freshie like this, it performs well. I have another extrait de parfum alternative to Pacific Chill as well. That one's by Luciano. It's called Coastal Breeze. They are similar, but this one, I like the twist with that sweet citron. It does give it a different feel. So both of them actually perform very well to be kind of a fruity aquatic. So anyway, Afnan Rare Reef, another great extrait, newer release. One that is not super new, that I actually like better than the Elixir release in the line. I'm talking about Le Male Les Parfums. This fragrance, I got it shortly after it came out, and I keep going back to it. I think I like it each year more and more. It is phenomenal. Of course, it's a spicy vanilla fragrance, a bunch of vanilla and a little mint and some cardamom. But there's a main part of the fragrance is you've got this wonderful iris note. It is that kind of a lipsticky iris, and it is, I would actually say this is a designer masterpiece. I like it better than the Elixir. For a long time I was kind of back and forth, but you know, as far as what I enjoy wearing, stuff. A couple more that I'll mention. I see you guys are not commenting a whole lot, but we do have a few. Okay, so your name is pronounced like a tennis racket. Thank you for telling me that. Very cool. King Yeti says, I like Sharaf blend. Yes. Is that a Angel Share dupe? And then Racket says, did you buy that cherry frag from Fragrance World? Depends on which one. I have a few. I've actually got Fragrance World. I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, but I think my wife is doing the thing where she cuts through, so I am going to have to end the stream. But Rare Reef and Bleu de Chanel exclusive for my two favorite pickups this year. Very cool. I haven't smelled Bleu de Chanel exclusive yet. Definitely am interested though. And Viprick says, what is your favorite spice bomb? You know, I really love just about all of them, but I think my ultimate favorite would have to be Night Vision EDP. I haven't tried Metallic Musk yet. I hope to pick that up in the next few weeks. And I hear it's actually really good, but I pretty much love them all. They are fantastic. Let's see. We've got, yeah, so the Sharaf blend is a Angel Share dupe. I don't have that one yet. I've got a bunch of Angel Share dupes, and it's easy to make one of those types of fragrances monster strong. I have several that are just nuclear. King Yeti says, Benjamin, in my opinion, absolutely. Racket Club, it's amazing. Leo DeCristo, what do you like more between Killian Smoking Hot and Initio Side Effect? And what do you think has a better dupe? I don't know. They're pretty different, you know. There's something about Smoking Hot that whenever I first smelled it, I really didn't like it. It reminded me a little bit of cough syrup. I have got a couple different dupes. The one that I think is done the best is the newer one that came out, the Maison Alhambra. What is it called? Let's see. Or no, this one, I guess this one's Latafa, Masharaba. This is a really good smoking hot dupe, really strong as well. It's an EDP. I wondered if it was an Extrait. But I like them both. They're fairly different. I don't know if I could necessarily pick one. I've definitely worn things that smell like Side Effect more. Couple more that I'll mention here. This brand does like half of their fragrances are Extrait, like Nishane. A couple of my favorite Extraits are up on my niche shelf from Nishane. Fan Your Flames, Hasavat, Ani, you know, amazing Extrait de Parfum. But if you haven't checked out Day 3 fragrances, a bunch of their fragrances are Extrait. This one is an amazing tobacco fragrance, a lot like Nishane Fan Your Flames, actually. It reminds me a lot of that one. And then this one is a very interesting coffee fragrance. It's very dark. It's like a leather oud sweet coffee fragrance. But they're both Extrait de Parfum, and they perform like it too. They are just monstrous. You know, I'm going to have to end. I knew that I wouldn't be able to stream for long because I've been working on the studio space. Now I've got to run to take my car. But thank you guys for jumping in for a moment. And I will see you live next Friday, hopefully for a full stream. And I got a bunch of good videos coming out in the next few days.